Hi guys, welcome to my affordable watch collection. My name is Aviv, and today, for the first time in the channel's history, we have an homage watch alongside the actual watch it homages. This is the Berny T2526M, which is a homage of the Seiko SNK800 series. An affordable field-style watch that, while its manufacturing has been discontinued, is still widely available for purchase brand new. In this video we will go over all the specs and measurements of the Berny and wrap it up by comparing it to the real deal, seeing if it's actually worth buying over the real thing. You know what? You might be surprised. This is another Berny watch sent to me from the company for free for review, and I do get to keep this one as well. You already know that I'm not shy about criticizing the watches I get for review, and if you don't, you can rest assured that I'm always going to point out the cons as well as the pros of any watch I review. This is the fourth watch to come out of this ongoing collab with Chinese watch manufacturer Berny. You can check the other ones out for more affordable options from this brand. This watch is available with either a black dial or a blue one, with Berny branding on the dial or without it. Current price on AliExpress is $69.90 for the watch on a bracelet, or $65.90 on a 2-pass nylon strap. But it's actually cheaper on Berny's official website, where you can find it for $59.90 on the bracelet and $55.90 on the strap. The simple packaging all Berny watches I've reviewed came in has not changed. Here is everything you can expect to get with your watch. And here are the measurements. The width of the case is 37mm. Its advertised thickness is 9mm, but I actually measured it to be even slimmer at 8.5mm. The distance between the lugs is 20mm, and the bracelet tapers down to 18 at the clasp. Lug tip to lug tip is 45mm, and the watch weighs 61 grams on the bracelet with 4 links removed, and only 40 grams on the nylon strap. Stated water resistance is 50 meters. The design of the dial is pretty close to that of the SNK809. Going from the outside in, it starts with a minute tracker on the edge of the dial, with rectangles on the 5-minute marks. 5 to 55-minute markers after that, with a triangle that marks the 60 minutes position. A circle separates the minute from the hour markers, 1 to 12 Arabic numerals on the innermost circle of the dial. Both the 3 o'clock and the 15-minute markers are missing, giving their place to a simple, oddly positioned cutout date window. The date wheel is white, with black numbers printed on it. Berny and Berny's shield logo are found under the 12 o'clock marker, and quartz, titanium are printed above the 6. The hands on the Seiko SNK are probably among my favorite handsets of all time. The T2526M does a good job mimicking them, as they too look almost identical. These are white-colored hands, sword-styled hour and minute, and a lollipop counterbalance seconds hand with a red-colored tip. Each one of the hands is filled with lume. The lume on the dial and hands is BGW9 Superluminova, with its familiar bright blue glow. I think you'll agree that it's not too shabby for a $60 watch. Covering the dial is a flat piece of sapphire crystal, with anti-reflective coating applied to its underside. Again, pretty good for a $60 watch. You've probably noticed that speck of dust appearing in every shot. I had to check the first pictures I took of this watch when I first got it a couple of months ago, and it actually wasn't there to begin with, but somehow found its way under the crystal. The case is made of super lightweight titanium, grade 2 I presume, though they don't state that specifically. This is where this watch differs from the Seiko it homages the most, as the case is completely different in shape, material, and finishing. Most of the case is bead blasted, except for the fixed bezel, which is highly polished. The finishing level is basic but okay, better than some of the previous Berny models I've reviewed. The case is very thin at 8.5mm, and the lugs have a gentle down curve to them. We'll see how this translates to the wearing experience in a few minutes. The push-pull type crown at the 3 o'clock position is unprotected, gnarled, and unbranded. The case back is made of titanium as well, and it too features a bead blasted finish. It is a simple snap-on case back that has some of the watch's information etched onto it. Ticking inside this watch is a Miyota 2S60, a 3-hander, no jewels quartz movement with date, with 10 years of battery life and a stated accuracy of ± 20 seconds per month. The bracelet too is made of titanium and features a mixture of bead blasted and polished finishing. Now, there's no way around it. The bracelet is just bad. Very bad even. It has every single feature you don't want to see on a bracelet, and it is constructed very poorly. These are folded links that don't articulate. The end links are hollow and don't even fit the case properly. It is equipped with an unbranded pressed clasp with a security latch that once you put the watch on your wrist, won't even open again without you prying it open with a pin or some similar tool. It is a bad experience altogether. Luckily, this watch is a strap monster, and the optional nylon strap is decent enough. It is a ribbed textured 2-pass strap with titanium hardware. Let's put it on my 7-inch wrist and see how it wears. On the bracelet, it actually looks pretty good. It is super lightweight too, but the bracelet is just uncomfortable. It pulls on my hairs and just feels flimsy and cheap. I really like the size of the watch's head, how slim it is, and how unobtrusive it is once you put it on a better strap. Legibility is good, the hands and markers are easy to pick up against the black background of the dial, and the anti-reflective coating helps by taking off some of the glare when facing a direct light source. Here it is on the nylon strap, even lighter, definitely more comfortable, and to me it looks better too. And just for reference, this is how my SNK809 wears on my wrist. And here they are side by side for comparison. Before we do the pros and cons, let's quickly compare this homage watch to the real thing. The first big difference between the two is the case shape and material. The Seiko SNK809 has a stainless steel body with a 4 o'clock crown. In terms of measurements, it is a bit thicker with narrower lug openings. It has a mineral crystal as opposed to the Berny's sapphire and no AR coating. Though it does have a stainless steel bracelet option, it is more commonly seen on this thick 2-piece nylon strap that is extremely durable. On the dial we find both day and date complications with color-matching discs. Seiko's proprietary green LumiBright compound is what makes all Seiko 5s glow, and in terms of quality and longevity of the luminescence effect, both watches are doing pretty much the same. Besides the obvious gap in the two brands' identities and heritage, the main characteristic that sets these two watches apart is the different types of movements. While the Berny is battery operated, the Seiko 5 houses the iconic 7S26, a robust automatic movement that was used by Seiko since 1996, before being replaced by the 4R36, aka the NH36. And now for the pros and cons. Let's do the pros first. This is a cool little titanium field watch, and being a quartz one makes it a great grab-and-go option for your collection. Many people have told me that old-school Seiko 5s are either very hard to get where they live or are unrealistically expensive. This watch kind of solves that issue. Kind of. For $60 you get a titanium watch with a cheap yet reliable Japanese quartz movement, a sapphire crystal with AR coating, and BGW9 Superluminova lume. It looks good, and it wears great. I was going to point out the case shape being different from the SNK809 as a pro, but then I saw this picture on the Chinese watches subreddit. This is the upcoming version 2 of this watch, and well, this pro seems to soon be out the window. For what it is and what it costs, complaining about this watch feels a bit futile. You are obviously not going to get a perfect watch. As always with Berny watches, you are going to get a lot for your money if you are willing to make some sacrifices. The main issue is obviously the bracelet. Though it is nice that it's made of titanium, I wouldn't even bother with it. It is just bad all around. I would just go for the much more decent nylon strap and save a couple of bucks in the process. Besides that, we have the push crown and the snap-on case back. As a result, even though they claim 50 meters of water resistance, I personally wouldn't trust it with water. That speck of dust did manage to find its way under the crystal, and I didn't leave the crown open. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this watch by dropping a comment below. Do you think it can be a valid alternative to a Seiko SNK? In the description of this video you'll find links to this watch on both AliExpress and Berny's official website. Note that the AliExpress link is going to be an affiliate link that will not cost you any extra money, but will generate a small commission to the channel if you decide to use it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. You can also follow me on Instagram and get to know me and my collection a little bit better, get all the news about the channel, and connect with me on a more personal level. Here are 2 quick links to a couple of my previous Berny watches reviews. Check one of these out next. I want to thank Berny for sending this watch in for review, and to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.